What is going on, Fam Jam, and welcome to another Throwback Thursday right here at Jaja. Today, we are going to go back and visit a band that is near and dear to my heart, Panic at the Disco. I'm sorry, Panic at the Disco. There is an exclamation point, had to do it. Sorry about it. Now, this one is called Build God, Then We'll Talk. Not as well known from some of their earlier stuff. This is the official video. The title could be a little controversial for some people, but this is, again, some of their earlier stuff. That's why it's on Throwback Thursday, and I want to go check it out. I want to revisit it and just have fun. From the early 2000s, Build God, Then We'll Talk, from Panic at the Disco. Fam Jam, let's go.
It's these substandard motels on the la corner of 4th and Fremont. Straight appealing only cause they're just that unappealing. Any practice Catholic would cross themselves upon until the rooms have a hint of asbestos and maybe just a dash of formaldehyde.
So, very funny. You would think that would say pantomime or act out without using noise. That's what that word is. That is not the word that is there, and they put it all over. They were very theatrical early in the career. It's just meant to be funny, push boundaries, things of that nature, especially with that angsty teenage feel that we had when this stuff came out. It says 18 years ago, so 2007. Yeah, very in line with the thought process of seeing kids then, the thought process of pop punk and emo music and everything, just trying to poke the bear a little bit, push those boundaries out, and have fun with it. So again, this is very theatrical. Most of the early music videos are like that. So just that was supposed to be pantomime if it was normal, but that wasn't the word. You didn't see that wrong.
And the habit of decomposing right before your very eyes, along with the people inside. What a wonderful caricature of intimacy inside. What a wonderful caricature of intimacy. Tonight's an inch range from a lawyer and a virgin, rising with a rosary tucked inside her lingerie. She's getting a job at the firm come Monday. The missus will stay with the cheating attorney. Moonlighting aside, she really means this money. A wonderful caricature of intimacy. Yeah. And not to mention the constable and his proposition for that virgin. Yes, the one the lawyer met with on Strictly Business. As he said to Mrs. Well, only hours before, after he had left, she was fixing her face in a compact. There was a terrible crash. There was a terrible crash between her and the bed. She spilled her purse on her bag and held the purse of a different kind. Along with the people inside. What a wonderful caricature of intimacy.
I'll be honest, guys. I don't think I've ever seen this video. And using mom, it's still fairly suggestive. Okay, the fact that even outside of the performance, I guess performance is what he's doing. Even outside of that, he's going like method acting and staying in character the entire time, even through a relationship. Very interesting. I don't know how you would pay any attention to the lyrics watching this video. I'll be honest with you. Even if you're just listening to the song, you gotta really concentrate to keep up with the lyrics. But if you're watching this video, there's no way you're digesting lyrics.
Inside, what a wonderful caricature of intimacy. There are no raindrops on roses and girls in white dresses and sleeping with roaches and taking baths of the sheets and before all the stains and I'll hear more of your least favorite things. Raindrops on roses and girls in white dresses and sleeping with roaches and taking baths of the sheets and before all inside. What a wonderful caricature of intimacy. Inside, what a wonderful caricature of intimacy. Raindrops on roses and girls in white dresses and sleeping with roaches and taking bath shades of the sheets, and before all the stains, add a few more of your least favorite things. Raindrops on roses and the girls in white dresses and sleeping with the roaches and the taking bath shades of the sheets, and before all the stains, add a few more of your least favorite things.
Okay, like I said, incredibly suggestive, and I laugh because it's telling a story and it's moderately genius, and that's why so many of us love Brendan, and that's the lead singer who's also the mom in this video. But you're looking at, he's drinking and doing rock star things with his nose, but he's not actually doing them because he's a mom, so it's not happening. But in their relationship, their dynamic, whatever it is, they are. So then she sees him cheating and doing it on stage, so that's a cheating. So she goes home and is cheating in mom with not a real person, and then he takes that not real person and beats him up at the end of the video. So it's explaining the life of what a lot of musicians go through, what a lot of actors go through, things of that nature, people that get this fame, and it's telling the story of how that lays out without telling the story because it doesn't exist because they're in mom. So it's very funny. I mean, if you have that sense of humor, I think it's funny. Some of you guys may not, but the genius of that video is telling a story without actually telling it. Everything is laid out, but it's in mom, so it's not actually happening, but in mom it is. So kudos to that. It's a pretty genius video, and I promise you, I've never paid attention to that video. It may have been on in the background at a party or something, but never, ever, ever paid attention to that video. And again, if you're watching that video, there's no way you listen to the lyrics. It's a great song, very upbeat. He's telling a story musically as well, because you get these pauses and these breaks, and then it comes at you with a lot of energy, and then it smooths out into a calm melody, and then you get another break. But it's also pretty loquacious. It's fairly wordy of a song. Brendan was all about doing that in the early years. I mean, he was all about doing that in late years too, but especially in the beginning, all kinds of loquaciousness. And the biggest one, the biggest line, or the most repeated line to me, was "Inside, what a wonderful caricature of intimacy." So I will probably need to do a second one to break down the lyrics. I don't want to just read it here in front of you, but I'll need to read the lyrics and digest them. But as a Throwback Thursday, we'll do this one just for the video. It's suggestive and intense on the front end, but once you get through it, it's kind of genius. And if you're okay and have that sense of humor, then it's funny. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. That's definitely a throwback. If you want me to go and break down the lyrics, I will. I can find a lyric video so we can all read them and then break them down at the end of that one. Just let me know in the comments if you want me to do it. This one ended up being just a throwback to the video, and maybe it should have been a yeehaw or hell nah, because I haven't seen or paid attention. I know I've seen the video, I've seen clips of it, but I've never paid attention to that video. But that's not what we did. It's a Throwback Thursday. I love Panic. They put out fantastic music, and they're going to do the When We Were Young festival in October in Vegas. But I've been to a number of Panic shows. They're always all the way to 100. They're fantastic. Really take into account production value and giving the audience as much as they can for the value of the ticket. So huge kudos. I love Panic. We got on that video ride together. So I understand if that's not your kind of video, not your kind of humor. I think it's funny now that I paid attention to it and went through it, and by the end of it, it's moderately genius. So that is Throwback Thursday. If you want to go watch that video again, kudos to you. Scroll down in the description below. There's a link that will take you right over that video, and I won't interrupt you. You can check it out for yourself. And if you're unfamiliar with Panic, do yourself a favor. If you like pop punk music at all, go listen to a lot of Panic at the Disco. A lot of the earlier stuff were around this realm: mime, clown, theatrical, fun, stuff like that. The later albums, less of that theatrical feel, more of, no, there's still theatrics, but it's not that theatrical. It's not mimes and stuff. And a lot of the pop stuff that come out on the later albums is really great. So go check it out if you want to. I would highly encourage it. Clearly, I am a Panic fan. Just before you head out, scroll down in the description, and you will see that link, and you'll also see a red subscribe button. If you'll just tap that with your finger, I would greatly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. We're on the way to 100K in 2025, and it's all because of you. It's Thursday, so we're almost to the weekend, so kudos on another fantastic week. Hope the weekend is great for you, and we will see y'all next time. But until then, Fam Jam, I'm out.